It's great to see you today on the Raven's Nest, finding hope and spirit in these interesting times. And don't forget to subscribe. What are things that you find inspiring that keep you going?
Mm.
Uh, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed or you have a ton of stuff on your plate. And what makes you wake up each day and go, I'm headed in the right direction, or maybe I need to have a course correction.
Mm.
So what are those clues that you see in your life that are those reminders that you're on the right path or that you might need to adjust your path?
I don't think that we're particularly taught a lot as a younger person of how to recognize the signs of what lights us up. For me, just off the top of my head, first about what how I've learned about what does inspire me or how I can tell is how I feel in my body when I think about it, whatever the it is. Maybe it's a new idea. It's something I want to create. It's spending time with people. Doing what? What kind of activities do I look forward to in engaging with someone else or someone in their personality and how we engage together? Does it feel easy? Does it feel mutually beneficial? So we'll just start there. Does it feel like it is uplifting? I feel better at the end than even if
Mhm.
at the beginning I'm like, oh, I'm kind of tired. Maybe I should cancel. But then I say, no, I'm gonna invest in this, and I show up, and at the end I feel better than I did when I started. That is always a good sign to me. I think it's important for every person to be able to recognize our own responses about what lights us up and how we
Mhm.
feel that in our body so that we recognize it. Now, we may not know how we're going to make that into a job, or if we perceive it's good for us, or some other people think it's not so good for us, because addiction stuff comes in there, including being addicted to perfectionism and all kinds of things. But we will only be able to navigate our way through those choices. Is this really helpful to me if we know ourselves well enough about what we're feeling? And
Mhm.
how to know when something or someone really does not do it for us. Bleh, the feeling, like how do you feel it? It's very important, I think. Because otherwise we just think, well, I guess I'll keep doing it. Or it means we stop looking at red flags and what or yellow flags of like that is not good.
Right.
And so people get
Well,
walked all over.
we've also been taught, many of us, that you made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
Oh,
If you made this mistake,
you got to live
but
with it
now you've
forever.
jumped in with both feet, you still have to carry it through. Uh,
Maybe.
it's like
Maybe you
it's
could
like
find a
it's
place to jump ship.
right. That's one of the things I would tell my students when I was teaching literature and I was encouraging them to read books. I would say it's okay to stop reading a book because they have been taught their whole lives if once you start a book you have to read the whole thing, all 626 pages or all 12 pages, whatever it is. And so that was one of the things I would encourage with my students is, what, read the first chapter, and if you're not into it by the end of the first chapter, put it down and get something else, or try the last chapter and
Mm-hmm.
see if it seems like something cool is gonna has
Yeah.
happened, you
Right.
know
And then they could stick
but
with it.
you
Otherwise,
don't
put it
have to
down. Maybe,
marry it.
a lot of times we, at certain points, we don't get something, we don't understand something, it doesn't resonate with us. And then, whether a
Mhm.
book or all kinds of things. And then a day later, 6 months later, 10 years later, all of a sudden we're ready for it and we just soak it up. And
Mhm.
oh, wow, I get it now. And that's
Mhm.
life. Yeah.
Right, right. So yeah, a reminder though that we don't have to necessarily finish every single thing that we start.
Absolutely
We
not.
can,
At least
we
not in the
can,
moment, right? Maybe you'll
right.
come back to it, maybe you
You'll
won't.
come
But
back to it.
if
Yeah,
it's meant for us, it will come back round. That's for
right,
sure. Definitely.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's to everyone feeling at least one thing in our life that we are inspired about and that we
Oh,
feel.
absolutely. We're glad you joined us today on The Raven's Nest, finding hope and spirit in interesting times. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a big thumbs up. We'll see you next time.